Three, two, one. What's up, everyone? I hope you're having a great night. We're just chilling like normal. I'm trying to be consistent with something, so I figured I'd start the show. Bunch of new people. Val's here, Kush is here, Flora's on hold. Irie's actually hanging out for a little bit. He's got work in the morning, but oh, and then El Grun up there. Um, before we get into anything, me and Irie reminded me, make sure you check out the Freedom Rally, September 17th, Boston Common. If you're a college student, whatever, it's right in Boston, right in the Commons. We'll be there. I'll be there giving out free seeds. I have about 100 packs to give away of Northern Lights #5 to Skunk #1 open pollination seeds. And then the day after, I'll be at Gene Traders also. So if I don't give away all my seeds at the Freedom Rally, I'll give them away. The rest of them at the Gene Trader. Yeah, that's it.
That's really nice of you to do that.
Well, shout out High Desert, because High Desert sent me all the seeds.
Nice. Yeah,
so I got a box full, and it was literally just full of packs.
Yeah, that'll be a fun event. Both of them.
Nice.
Hopefully people will grow those seeds.
I got some pollen if I want to make anything, which I don't. But we'll see.
Gonna be lit.
It is gonna be a fun event. I love being able to smoke outside, like in the middle of the city.
Doing that with all your buddies, yeah.
That's probably the funnest thing. Put that over there. Let's take a dab. Yeah. Oh yeah, you guys were like, Kush asked me if I smoke BHO. Normally when I'm on the show, like Fumi show, that's all I'm smoking is dabs.
I'm a dab baby. I've only had like one.
Oh, it's in my
terrible.
What do I have?
Don't touch me.
I think I got Wi-Fi mints right now.
All right.
Oh, I have to put
I
the
take
light
it that's the white times Fire OG and Cushman's? Is that what
no,
that
it's
is?
probably Wi-Fi OG to Cushman's.
All right.
Come on, plug in. What's everyone else smoking?
Mixed bag.
I'm smoking a little bit of this Maple Tree OG mixed with...
Oh, Val's here. Sorry, Val. I forgot to say hi.
Oh, okay. Hey, D.
I just smoked some hash.
Some lemonades.
Don't mind me. I'm really high right now.
That's the way to be.
I'm ripping bongs of Irie Genetics Afterglow. It's getting me really lit. It's a good one. Mad respect to Russell Jeff. This one's gonna be lit.
Are we gonna trade flour? Are you bringing some flour to?
Oh yeah.
I'll give you some apple fritter.
We're gonna trade seeds. We're gonna trade flour. We're gonna be doing kick flips, taking dabs, high fiving. It's gonna be good time.
That apple fritter's fire.
I like it. Well, I kind of like it.
Yeah, our boy Smash loved it, but now he's saying he's gonna let it go.
Yeah, I want to find something better.
Let it go.
Yeah, Candy Apple Kush from fucking Mike Exotic Genetics.
I have not. I'm looking for. So I have a papaya rum cake. I want to go through.
Ooh. I fuck with any of the papaya crosses and papaya just period. It's a fire strain, and the guava as well is another fucking like nice hitter.
Yeah, the papaya is one of my favorites. I got a really gassy phenotype out of it last time I popped them.
Yeah, there's a pheno that I popped in the fucking guava line, and bro, that shit was amazing. It was like a nice, cool, fucking refreshing intake, like just total clear, like you're drinking fucking like, I don't know, like flavored infused water type shit. But when you exhale, it had like a really cool kind of hint of like a peppery kind of some sort of a spice like aftermath on your mouth. It was amazing. It was a nice combo.
I seen D sneak in. What's
Sounds
up, D?
good.
That's right.
Oh, you saw me, did ya? Sneaking in?
Coming through the back
Oh
door.
yeah, you snuck in.
That's what she said. What's going on, everybody?
Shout out chat. Atomic first. Old fashioned. Hello. Looking for best soil available. Any ideas? And do they ship to Missouri?
Fox Farm.
No, shut up. Don't say that.
I'm just kidding. Don't.
No, don't do that. Don't tell them.
Just don't.
D, someone's gonna go buy it and they'd be like, haha, I got it. I go with Costa Maine. That's just my mix I use, and they probably would. People have been using Build-A-Soil with great
Yeah.
success, I guess we'll say. But yeah, my favorite's fucking Costa Maine. It's got lobster and crab compost in it, so it helps promote the chitin a little bit. Chitinase.
I don't
Look at
use
you
it.
go, Kush.
I don't use it myself, but Coots mix.
That's what I use. I try to use or some sort of a variation of it.
Ooh.
Yeah. That's what I have in the basement. Worms. If you want to get a bunch of worms, I believe you can go on eBay. That you can get like a shit ton of them. I was pricing them out earlier. I don't know, I would definitely check the reviews though first.
And worms have gone up in price. What's up, Phoebe?
Oh,
Yeah,
Right.
hi.
worms.
You're making me mad hungry, Kush. And I just ate.
I know.
Yeah, that's misses, man.
I just ate.
Right on, misses.
Yeah.
I have
I wanted to show you before she put the topping. There was like that much of fucking meat on it because it's my birthday today, so she's doing a bodybuilder pizza. I'm
Happy
getting spoiled today.
Happy birthday, man.
Yeah, thanks.
Hey.
43. I'd rather not mention it. So,
Happy birthday, bro.
thanks.
Feliz cumpleaños, carnal.
Appreciate it.
Hold on, wait. Is
Yeah.
it the birthday in the future?
Hello, Mrs.
Yeah, it is.
Or
Cushmaster.
is it?
Hello,
it's gonna be
Mrs.
like a
Cushmaster, they said. Hi. That's funny.
We got Mrs. Z. We got Mrs. D, so why can't we have Mrs. Cushmaster?
Sure.
Right?
Yeah. Good to see you, dude.
I'm puffing beaver tail here in small town BC, old fashioned. Delbert, smoking on berry pie, a very nice buzz. Nolan.
Beaver tail, huh?
Yeah,
Does it have a
Nolan
beaver?
said smoking
Good
some
name.
of my seasons first, but of harvest. Hell yeah. I've never heard of beaver
So
tail.
fucked up.
Does that beaver tail slap like a beaver tail? Would or?
PC.
Yo, I was driving home from Turptown and there was a fucking big ass beaver in the road. Like, it was really dark out. I almost hit the fucker. He would have ruined my car. He was huge. Fat fuck.
Don't fear the beaver.
The thing with beavers is they fuck up, like, I don't know. Yeah, they build dams wherever pretty much, so they fuck up natural, like, landscapes.
Yeah, the dams. The dams.
Goddamn damn.
I don't know. Has anyone ever been, like, hiking and you see the trees that the beavers took down? They're literally pointed like a spike.
We got something like that near my. Well, they've since built on it, but we used to have a Martian ship behind, close by where I live, and it was all like that. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm. They get through some big fucking logs.
Are you picking on beavers?
I think they're cool, but I almost hit one the other day.
They are pretty cool, especially like up in Oregon. They got, like,
but they do fuck up like lakes and stuff and rivers.
As long as we're not talking about Canadian beavers.
A natural thing, you know. We don't tell them what to do. They just kind of do it, right?
But
They shapeshift.
You do that?
just like any animal, though, if they don't have like you got to think there's a food chain out in the wild, so everything's kind of populated, and then like their populations are limited from what the predators eat. Beavers don't have many predators, so they're just like kind of turkeys don't have many well, at least where I'm at, they don't have many predators. So like
That's
the
false.
numbers are boom.
Beavers have a lot of enemies because if you don't know anything about flavor extract, raspberry and vanilla extract, when it's artificially made, comes from the butt gland of a beaver. So they got humans coming after their butthole like a mofo.
Oh my.
Yeah, but I bet you they don't go in the wild for that. I bet you they have beaver farms. That's probably the saddest life ever for a beaver.
Beaver
I went down the rabbit
Beaver
hole
farm,
deep on
another
this whole
word
topic,
for your
man.
mama's house.
I did a lot of research.
I think so.
No, I just felt violated, bro. I felt violated when I got told as a grown ass man that that's where the flavoring came
No.
from, and I'm like, you know how many artificially like.
Oh fuck.
Well,
Now, how
I
would you
just want to
catch
know
a
who
beaver?
has that job, and did he get covered for PTSD? Like, you know what I mean? Did they have great mental health
And-
coverage for that? You know?
And a bigger question is, how do they catch the beaver to extract the beaver turps?
That's what I'm saying. A beaver farm. They just have beavers just chilling.
Cow milking machine, but for beaver turps?
Yeah, like the cow machines.
You know, I did hear the Tesla logo is, you know, in the shape of a butt plug. So maybe they have a special beaver Tesla plug where we extract them.
Oh, Tesla.
I want to know who, because Google won't tell me. I want to know who the first one was to figure out that the beaver's butthole tasted that way, bro. Because I'm like, man,
No.
that's weird.
You're like,
Someone's always gotta be the
Dad, it
first.
tastes like strawberry.
Yeah, but see, there's certain terps you can't like artificialize, bro. Like banana terps, or that comes from bananas. You can't make banana terps out of something else. You got to extract it from bananas. Yeah.
I wonder how difficult it is to make the root beer ones. I don't know what's some good root beer weed.
Oh, root beer float by fucking aficionado,
Justin.
bro. One of my.
I've never had
Oh,
any of
God.
that.
You can get
Really?
root beer float from
root beer
another
float from
variation.
aficionado.
It's from Hermetic Genetics in Oregon. Has their own variation of a root beer, and it's super good too.
Theirs is good too. I fuck with theirs as well. But I'm more partial
Yes,
to
everything.
aficionado. Just is identical in the turf flavor to me as those little root beer candies we used to get as little kids on Halloween and shit, or your grandpa would always have them in a dish. Just like one of them A&W real root beer barrels in your mouth, man. Amazing.
Nice. Yeah, I appreciate that. I figured if anyone would know, you guys would know. You guys know everything. Strains are my weakness, so like I depend on you guys to educate me and teach me about this stuff.
I'm
Root
still hunting
beer
through.
strains, root beer strains, all of them, whether it's Mean Gene or Hermetic, they both have hermy issues, and that's why you don't see it out there a lot. And Mean Gene, he's trying to basically breed those herm issues out, but he mentions them. You know, he's not shy about it.
Yeah, it's fair. It takes time to perfect something like that.
Yeah. Another one is I'm really interested in the pistachio line from fucking Humboldt Seed Company. Yeah, I'm a huge pistachio guy, so I'm hoping I can nail that one that's just open with the
That'd be
pistachio flavor.
that would be a really interesting terp there. Pistachio.
You know,
Pistachio.
it sucks hunting them though.
I think it's kind of fun, personally. I like the pheno hunt. It's an adventure. It's like Easter. You know what I mean? You never know what you're gonna get inside that egg.
But they call the strain cross pistachio, and then 9 out of 10 plants don't actually taste like pistachio, or maybe even 10 out of 10. Like you don't find that one that actually does, you know.
Takes that time. Yeah,
I wanted to
a little
ask
bit more
about
effort.
peanut butter bread. Oh, sorry. Go, Val. I'm sorry.
Oh
Sorry,
no,
guys.
we're good. I was just saying it takes a little bit more effort to find it. Yeah, that can be a little bit discouraging for some.
What's up, Tommy? Come on Discord, bro. You can come on the show.
I wanted to ask you about peanut butter breast. Does that really taste like peanut butter? And I've heard it's super potent. Is that
So
true?
Yeah,
it's like a
It's
nut. It's like a nutty, earthy smell.
yeah, it's
Right.
yeah.
awesome. It's in my
And there's a
That
bit of
one's like
toolbox.
phenotypical variance in it?
I think Fumi has it right now.
Oh,
yeah, and I think
right.
Thug Pug is the one who bred that. If you're looking for beans, I think Thug Pug was the one who put that out. It shit's
He
fire.
was,
I've
but
grown it a couple
I don't
times.
think
If you
he's
like
had
it,
any.
Yeah, he
Yeah, but
hasn't.
Doug put
He's not
that out in
releasing anymore.
2017. That's a long time ago.
Right.
You still see the clone every once in a while floating around places.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
if
Mr.
you go to
Mark
Discord.
the
is
bay, you'll find the
Sorry,
peanut
guy.
butter breath. You'll find a lot of the peanut butter breath up in the bay in Cali, and a lot of that donkey butter too. That shit's amazing as well.
Donkey
Right.
butter. These
Yeah, bro, that
names.
donkey butter is fire. He's not wrong. There's a lot of people growing that shit down here too.
Oh, let me just make this known. So we are live on YouTube, just so everyone knows. I got to change the name of the room. I forgot to. This is what happens when Stoner runs shows.
Ooh. And also, did you shout out smash the coupon code that you have for the
Oh no. Code smashed on Fumi's website will get you. I don't know what 20%. I think. Yeah, 20%.
something like that?
That's it, 20%, and actually people can still snag Tommy Trecum's pack. It's a fucking deal.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's nice of you to offer that.
Dan
Then
Voodoo.
if you got access to like private auctions and shit too, a lot of this stuff that we're talking about too, if you're not going to find it online in anybody's seed bank, you will find people selling little gem 10 packs and stuff like that on private auctions a lot. But
Yeah.
be aware, there's a lot of overpricing in them.
That's what I
damn
was gonna
auctions,
say.
though.
You're paying triple, almost 5 times the money. Sometimes you're like,
Right.
shit. I watch some of those auctions and I'm
For
like,
that person's sentimental. The
I'm like, I
sentimental
really
value
want
that's
them.
tied
I
to
really
it.
want them. Just shooting yourself in the foot every time you bid higher than like what your max was.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, I paid $1,500 for the Long Valley Royal Salute and like $2,300 in the auction for the fucking Magnus Opus.
Yeah.
Fucking ridiculous, bro. And there's just a 10 pack.
I saw Peanut Butter Breath go for a ton of money
Done?
when he said he was retiring.
Yeah, he had like what I heard. He had Doug Pug had a back
tell
surgery,
me.
and so he was gonna retire. But then he healed
You
up,
tell us then.
and he's back in the game.
I'm retiring, everyone. My stuff's limited now.
Right.
Very
Well,
nice
that's
We all
cool
have
how
program.
some people
retired
do.
3 years or less, you know.
I'm leaving cannabis for good.
Mhm.
And it's cool how some people do that, you know, they just like make whatever and they're like they only do the limited release. They're like, hey, whenever it's gone, it is what it is. Scarcity creates a little bit of more value, I guess. I don't know.
That looks so good.
Yeah, that looks really good.
No way.
Yeah, wish I could send you some. For the
Good
Yo,
job,
Coach,
Mrs.
did your wife
Cookmaster.
make me a pizza too, dog? I'm kind of hungry, bro.
yeah.
I'll sell you an NFT of it. I knew a couple people would get that one. What's up, High Desert? I seen you sneak in. Oh, Ned too. Ned,
What's up, guys?
All right.
Holy shit.
Damn.
Big
Hitting that
cast.
shit hard.
It's a party.
Yo, it's easy on Discord. If they already a member, they can join. I don't care. Sometimes people don't want to download Zoom or whatever. I get it. I took Fumi's advice and I started to use headphones though.
Right on.
I fucking hate them.
Hey, has anybody in here grown white truffle, like the white truffle cut by Belief by any chance?
No.
No, but I've smoked that shit. It's fire.
Really?
I've seen
So this
flour.
Smoked a bunch last
Yeah.
this came from Moose on the what, like the cut hut or something like that. I won like some seeds and I won the Belief cut of white truffle. I took some clones, but its baby's going in the flower now. I got the rainbow belts too. Ba-boing, ba-boing.
Doggone daiquiri. Does this have any doggone sour in it, or is this something just to play on the name? Where'd he go? He was just holding up the pack.
Look it up.
I don't know what it was.
No. It's
Literally
strawberry
on my
daiquiri. It's strawberry daiquiri number 3 crossed with doggone sour male.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Mystic Magical. And then I got the original fucking Badger's strawberry daiquiri, which is strawberry cough times Jack Herrera.
That's nice. How is that? Is that strawberry daiquiri have a lot of strawberry terps, or is it? What's the main?
Oh yeah, it's got a nice strawberry flavor. It's really potent, but it's got an awesome floral back to the strawberry. You know what I mean? So it's like a sweet floral strawberry kind of smell.
Have you pressed it in rosin before?
No. I just straight grow, bro. I'm not an extractor. I almost blew myself up.
I was wondering if those transfer into the rosin because it'd be nice to have some strawberry rosin.
Oh hell yeah!
I had someone ask me for strawberry cough, and I was like, I was like, I don't think it really is.
Strawberry daiquiri sounds way more danker than strawberry cough.
I was like, I don't even think strawberry cough smells like strawberries.
It's really light, the strawberry cough.
It's like berry.
I thought Third Gen did amazing with the strawberry fields. That shit had a nice fucking strawberry flavor, but it was really earthy too. Nice earthy dirt tone to the back of it. Mad gas when you extract that into rosin. That shall throw your dick in the dirt.
I really do. Like peanut butter rest, one of my favorites. I've found those earthy strains always hit hard.
Bro, same. That's like the high that I look for. It's like the best medicine for me. They always knock my dick in the dirt. Those terps and like I don't know. Yeah.
Either earth or straight fuel. And when I say gas or fuel, I mean like car, like when you're fueling your car up smell, not just abbreviation of good smelling weed.
Mm-hmm.
That gets misconstrued a lot nowadays, though. When people say gas, and I'm like, gas, they think just good weed, and I'm like, no, like
no
gas.
That's when you gotta look at breeders like
actual fuel.
Gas house. Anything and everything that they breed, they don't mean gas, so it's potent. No, they mean gas like it's like jet fuel, like JP8 coming up in you like the mad diesel, just whomp. That's all you get out of it.
That Australian food looks good.
Dude.
Right? Not bad for an
Aussie. Is gonna get banned in a minute for showing such good food.
This is Japanese, man, and this is bodybuilder food. Like half a pound of beef on him. You just can't see it.
You're down there. It's Australian.
Is it kangaroo meat?
Here,
that'd be terrible.
Here in Australia, they eat like meat pies. You know, like the takeaway service station meat pies and sausage rolls. That's Australians love a sausage roll, Coca-Cola, and a Mars bar.
Oh, so CTC says Black Lynch Ruby had a nice strawberry to the bubble hash. And that's one of Fumi strains.
Black Prince Ruby.
I believe it.
Strawberry terps?
Fumi.
Yep, that's the one. Strawberries all day.
Shit. I got to grow Black Prince Ruby, it sounds like.
Yeah, I might need some of those.
I don't think I have.
I'm waiting for Fumi to do fem seeds. I like fem seeds. I don't know. Yell at me all you want. I run photos too, but just knowing it's going to be a female is easy.
I know you want a fem auto, but that's
I only run autos in like a random spots. If there's like a little hole in the tent, I'll be like auto flower.
Thank you.
I think I have
there we go.
2 auto flowers going right. Well, they're the same, but it's just kind of filling a spot. Yeah, I kind of just fill spots with auto flowers, sprinkle them throughout.
Like throwing in your veg tent.
That would have like I've never seen this pack, Steve. an actual pack.
Hey, I've gotten all of them for free.
Yeah, my pack that's what I got from Fumi was like pre-production, so it didn't have the packaging.
I can see it sitting right here from Jinx.
Nice.
Hellbot Tester Strain. Robot
Wanna
Girl,
meet
The
him.
Hell's on Wheels.
Think is another one of those people like Bubble Man and Remo that on my list that I want to meet. He seems like a cool guy, man.
Yeah, I get to interview him, so keep an eye out. Maybe you can come on and talk to him.
Definitely in.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool. What's up, everyone?
Cheers. I gotta see who it is. Oh, it's Tommy. Hi, Tommy.
Right on. There he is.
I'm in. This Discord is a little too much for me at times. So
It's a
took me
lot,
that
yeah.
long to figure out. I'm still looking at this.
Strawberry chirps without the beaver, then, right? That's what we're going for. The Black Prince Ruby.
Tommy's got me a freak plant outside that's not flowering yet.
I know. You sure your neighbors aren't like shining their headlights on, pulling in the driveway, or
No, it's way in the
porch
back.
light or some shit? I don't know, man. I've never seen nothing like that.
The funny thing
No
is,
street
it's
lights
the
or nothing?
no, it's in the backyard. It's the furthest plant away from the house. So there's literally
Yeah.
no like everything else is flipped. So I don't know why it wouldn't
Right.
have.
Is it right next to all the other ones?
Yeah.
There's a common misconstruction though that people think that the light at nighttime is gonna fuck with their plant. But I mean, like, you have natural illum coming from the moon, the stars, all sorts of stuff. Your plant does just fine. So someone's headlight coming in is not going to be a long enough and enough light to trip your plant out and
No,
fuck up its out.
it needs to be
Oh.
at least 10% of what the light was in the daytime. Whatever your daytime light was, it needs to be 10% of that.
Well, you can also have you can have a plant like on the corner of a building and say like half the plant's on one side of the 90-degree angle and the other half of the plant is on the other. And I mean, I've never done it personally, but I've seen it where the half the plant is budding and half the plant is not, and it's just outside in natural light. But there's like a,
I've
like
also
a
seen like LED light on a surge protector cause issues before too. Like a blue light.
So Smash, is that the one in question? Is that the same Mendo F2?
Yeah.
Of the same pack?
This that's Fumi's.
Nice.
Yeah, I was looking at your post. I just I don't know. I mean, I've never.
So this is the setup with it too.
You're not
Like
trying to
it's
breathe.
actually the further. This plant in the back right here. For like the farthest away from the house, like kind of like tucked up in this corner.
Well, you're probably only at what, like 13 hours of light right now, right? Outside.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I don't know. That's strange. I mean, if anyone else, I don't know. I've never seen anything like that.
You only have one. You only have one of that strain going.
No, he has two, I guess.
Yeah, there's two.
And they're both doing it.
No.
It's the anti-auto power. It's the opposite.
Say it one more time, Flora.
They're both. So you have two of the same strain going, and one of them is flower, and the other one is like not flowering. Is that what's going on?
Yeah.
And how long has it been since it triggered? I mean, how long has it been?
Fumi stuff is probably going to be finished before everything, so that triggered early. But then, right after Fumi's, probably like a week and a half, 2 weeks, the other ambrosia started to flower, and it's pretty far. It's getting far along. It's got to be 3 weeks, 4 weeks into flower.
Okay. Yeah, 4 weeks. That's strange. Yeah, I guess just keep an eye on it.
I know it is strange though. I've been racking my brain ever since I seen your post earlier, and I really can't think of what what the issue would be. I do know that those ambrosias, they swell up big time, like at the end. So as long as you can, you know what I mean? As long as you can keep it out there without compromising the, what you got going on. The one that's flowering, at least, you know what I mean? They swell up really like a bunch at the end. What I've noticed. I mean, that's indoors.
Yeah, I'm gonna see as long as I can let them go out there.
And then you have the cribdus. Is what you have a fumis going outside?
Yes.
Yeah, that one swelled up really good. Last year I had one in a like a 20-gallon pot outside, and it did really good. It was kind of faster.
It flipped quick.
Right, yeah. Yeah, so I'll probably use less hours of dark to get it going.
Here, CTC, I'll ask them for you. Tommy, CTC would love to run ambrosia. Is there any way you could hook them up with some F2s?
Yeah, just message me. I'll get you. You live in the States?
Yeah, I think CTC does the US. What up, Coot?
Yeah,
Hey,
just tell them to message me and be patient. I'll get them to them.
I figured I'd ask.
No problem. Yeah, no worries.
Damn, we got a whole ass cast tonight.
Holy shit, man.
What's up, Coop?
I'm giving up growing after Floral last night sent me some links to companies that sell fix-it terpene and terpenoid products to fix up crap weed. I just figure I could get some like bricks out of Mexico and then order these terpenes, and one night I can smoke apple fritters, and then the next night I can do bubble kush or roll me over in the clover. You know, I mean, you get all these products and fix crappy weed. I think it's amazing. Why grow? You know?
Well, that's the new thing now is terpene infused.
You ought to see this. He sent the links to me.
Aww.
It's not bullshit. This is for fixing major amounts of crap weed and flipping it over and selling it to the uninformed. Basically anything east of Oregon, but still, I
showed him Jeter.com, and I introduced him to the world of infused pre-rolls and infused concentrates, and
that's the biggest thing now is infusing that shit.
After looking at it,
infused pre-rolls is fine, but when they start doing all that fake terp bullshit, bro, like I can't smoke that shit. I just start hacking and coughing and I don't smoke right. It's
no,
not,
we're talking
know,
about
natural.
We're talking infused terpene pre-rolls.
Yeah, but they're doing it on everything now. They're using it.
Like into the pre-roll. I know what you're talking about when they flavor up a pre-roll. So you buy something and it's an artificial flavor over the weed.
I don't like it.
Smash in that statement with the word "so far."
Yeah.
That it's only pre-rolls. It's like, you know what it is exactly like? I said that to
well, no, it's shake too.
This is exactly like the term natural flavors used in food manufacturing. It isn't what you think it is. And this is exactly a carbon copy of what goes on in your food, manufactured food items. Not one bit of difference.
At Vegas, what's it called? What do they call it? MJ BizCon. I went to that one year, and there was numerous tables of people selling the terpenes and passing out terpene vials with the samples. And
I really want to go to Las Vegas.
I told you so. I told you so. I told you so. I told you so. You know,
when I went,
been saying this for a month. Oh no, they don't do that. Nothing goes on like that. The hell it doesn't. How many companies are there, Farrell? Would you say? Just guesstimate. The level you sent me the links. That level of
those quality terpenes. There's
yeah.
at least 25 companies that are doing it on a major
scale.
But
it doesn't happen. Why would they be making it if no one's using it? My golly.
They're expensive too. It's expensive from what I remember.
Well, certain terpenes are more expensive.
There's different
I
grades,
grow
right?
some flowers,
They're
right?
botanical
and I
terpenes.
take it to a dispensary, and the dispensary says, "Hey, listen, old man, we want, I don't know, Skittles. So I say, okay. So I go home and I get online and I order some Skittle terpenes and I spray it on.
You old man.
Right? Isn't that how we're working this? Seriously.
Yes, exactly.
Thank you. Thank you. It
Mm,
doesn't happen. No, this is like really, people are really serious. Yeah,
I
serious about
wouldn't
making
say
money.
so.
Yeah,
I
like
wouldn't
I
say
said,
they are
there's no
spraying
way.
flour. They're not. I wouldn't. I haven't seen anyone spray straight flour yet. All I've been seeing
They
is
do. They
the
do sell
Hold
it.
on.
They do
pre-rolls.
sell.
Oh,
Laura,
dude, Smash, if you
Laura,
want to
They
see
do
spray
sell
flour,
sprayed flour
go up
here in
to Eastern
California on the
Oregon,
regular
bro.
market.
Laura, you
One
work
at a
in a
time, guys.
professional processing plant. Please explain to Smash what you observed.
Oh, I've observed it too. Trust me. I know
Yeah,
people in the
I mean,
terpene game.
Right. And then you're saying that it's not sprayed on flowers?
I haven't seen
it
it
is,
on the market around here sprayed on flowers yet. No.
but it
I
is
feel like
Dude,
a
here.
certain percentage of the
I'll tell you, there
consumers.
was
It has to be. It
a
has to
lot of
be
hemp,
disclosed. So like
and
nowadays, these
Oh, it
terpenes,
is.
like
It
if
is. It definitely is disclosed. It says, terpenes.
yeah. So around here, there hasn't done. I'm not saying any other market. I'm just saying
Well,
my
when these
market.
backlots start talking about 8% terpene
fucking
level,
winning.
Fucker.
they're talking out of their ass, aren't they?
Oh,
Say
Well,
one
you
more
know
time.
where it's happening, guys? I'll tell you right where it's happening because I've seen the product now. Left California and I'm in Missouri, and I saw it here. They're doing it a fuck ton with Delta 8. They're just adding the Delta 8, mixing it with the terps, and then spraying the stuff so that it's scented like whatever. Because the Delta 8, I mean, the process is retreating. It's stuff with nothing, then they retreat it. It's fucking nasty, dude. I smoked it. It's horrible. Like if you had
but
nothing, it would give you a little something, but it ain't fun.
So Delta
Okay,
8,
I bet
but
I'm
you.
pretty sure
there's
is
also
extracted with acid.
there was a lot of hemp product coming out of Oregon at one point in time. It
Oh
was
yeah,
sprayed artificial terp to smell like
Yeah.
real cannabis so it
that's
could be
where.
sold on the black market for
Yeah.
the unsuspecting customer.
That's
And
actually
I'm
where
really
my.
because I saw that go
I
down.
thought we had dedicated and committed growers here in the state of Oregon. They wouldn't do
Right, yeah.
something like that, would they?
Just
So
Well,
like
they
their
probably
spirits wouldn't
wouldn't,
be
but a
caught
lot of the
over in
consumers probably
the
can't tell the
800-pound
difference
zone.
at some
Oh
point. So,
man, I'm so disappointed. Golly, gee whiz, I can't
hold
believe
on.
it.
So with this many people too, let's make sure someone finishes. Give it a second and then talk because people are crossing over. Just saying. But yeah, how do I say this? Me and Fumi's good friend. I met him through Fumi. Farmex is. He does the terpenes. He does CBD extracts on the market in Oregon. And I've talked to him about Delta 8, and it's literally, he's like, it's not even worth it, man. Like, I don't see any use. Like, but people want it, so it's in demand.
I've
You
heard
know
the
what
same
the
thing.
the old school way of doing that is you just take a real good stanky bud and you crumble that up on the top of the swag and seal the bag back up. That's how we did it
with
back in the day.
With Delta 8, there's a whole nother scheme here. Okay, so now they're taking the Delta 8, they're turning the THCO and THCP.
Mm-hmm.
It's 30 times as strong as Delta 9,
Yep.
and then they're adding these fake flavors on top of it.
I've
It's a
actually
total
had.
This reminds me of a guy carrying a wig and a face mask in the back of his car. And on a blind date, he says, "Listen, you're not all that good looking. Why don't you put on this wig and this face mask?" So you bring your weed to a dispensary, and they say, "Gosh, we're overstocked on diddly Skittles or whatever, dill pickle or something." But if
I'll
you
be
could
right
get
back.
you could get
Go
a
your card straight down.
apple fritters with a strawberry undertone, we'll take all you got. So a week later, you come back, and there you go, man. You've got it on there, and everybody's going to hit Dankdom, and you're going to hit the bank with a big lot of money.
That's what's going on.
Flora, have you seen this
except
stuff
Big
yet?
Marlboro is going to streamline it. Philip J. Morris, they're going to streamline that shit.
So I actually tried this cannabis with syrup, which is just THC. But I come to find out, there's like he has THCO ones. There's a whole bunch of different fucking products he's doing. This is the THCO one, and I'm like, what the fuck?
What does that mean?
It's just
So
broken
O
down
and
more.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, THCO and HCP and Delta 10 are all derived from hemp, and it's different lab processes that they're doing. But yeah, basically, like one of them is like an ultra sedative indica. One of them is like super high, like I said, it's like 30 times more potent than Delta 9. And then I'm not sure what the other one does, but they sell those at like all the smoke shops across the country. Like you just
Right.
walk into a regular place that sells rolling papers, and you can buy the THCO and the THCP, and they have it in concentrate, they have it in joints, they have it in flour, they have it in pins.
God bless John Wayne. I tell you, it just brings a tear to my eye. It really does. When all this work for years and decades, decades, trying to perfect, growing methods and processes and materials, and all we had to do is just copy the food manufacturing sector. I mean, it kind of makes you feel good about America, doesn't it?
Hey, people buy.
We can bring to cannabis what they brought to McDonald's.
People buy half ounces
or
of shake here.
Chick-fil-A. Yeah, Chick-fil-A.
I mean, it's no different than Starbucks fucking up coffee, right? I mean, they used to serve real coffee, and now the coffee flavor, all kinds of unicorn flavor and all this other shit.
People buy ounces and half ounces of just pure shake here.
Yeah,
it's sad.
Here I come.
The market is new.
Hey, Tommy heard a price on live the other day. Sorry, Mark. Shit. So I heard a price the other day for let's say a unit, 2,700.
Wait a minute. What?
Yeah, you heard that right.
$2,700 per unit of what?
What do you think? Work.
What?
Flour.
Flour?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it some fire ass indoor?
No, probably not.
Okay, now if you're dealing with some top shelf indoor, I sell my packs for anywhere from like 2,600 to 3,400 depending on the cultivar.
Holy shit.
If you're selling some outdoors, some depot shit at that price point, you're lying out your motherfucking ass, or you're a really dumb customer.
Yeah, but Cali's saturated, so you're getting 1,200 for ultra danky.
People are paying $1,000 a pound over here if you're in like the circle of Oklahoma. Right. Oklahoma is so stocked up, it literally spread out everywhere. Just hold on, let me say this real quick one more time, just so everyone knows. We are live on my YouTube, so don't say anything too crazy.
Oh, Mrs. El Grand Gator.
I seen a bunch of people join. I just had to make sure everyone knew. Cool. What are you smoking?
The one.
The one.
Undankness. I think I'm going to name it.
Is it Pacololo or the one?
Pacololo.
I can't wait.
That thing, for long term, you smoke less, not because it's stronger per se, but the effects remain with you longer. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. That's why I like it, because this shows you what a lazy guy I am. I don't want to keep making a bowl. So.
Yeah, I find that with the apple. I know you're gonna laugh, but this apple fritter, I don't really like the high. I really don't. I like it's not really the what I'm looking for.
Laura last night sent me some links, and one of them you could buy the terpene/terpenoid blah 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 mixture to give you that flavor. So here's what I suggest, since you like the flavor, right? Find some decent dank and hit it with these terpenes and terpenoids, and you'll get the best of both worlds. A weed that you like the effect, but you get the flavor. How's that? You could add some strawberries, some maple syrup. I mean, my God.
So a lot of those terpenes are in the cartridges. Like, actually, do I have one here?
Yeah.
I don't have one next to me right now. Oh wait, I did. Yeah, they use a lot of botanical terps in the cartridges, and people have come so far that they just want convenience. They don't really give a fuck.
Yeah,
That's all
I
it
I used to
is.
agree.
make carts. We used to make counterfeit carts.
Has
This was
anyone
a couple
smoked
years ago.
terpene infused shit? Like I've tried what's it called? Mike Tyson's infused blunt, the Toad, and it was trash. I got it for free. I had to try it.
So Tyson, I'll speak on the Mike Tyson thing for a minute. So he got fucked basically. So there was this area here, maybe 10 minutes from where I live, and he bought 300 acres of it, and that property was Desert Hot Springs. At the time he bought it, it was Desert Hot Springs, and so he bought 300 acres. It was zoned for cannabis. He bought it with the intention of building Tyson Farms there, and he was going to. It was going to be a really nice thing. Well, he had an event like a kind of like a small like his own like little high times event, but it was a Tyson event, and he had like a bunch of events there, and it was cool. You'd walk around smoking and talking to everybody, and there was booths and there was a bunch of shit to do. Well, in the midst of him building this thing out, Palm Springs, the neighboring city, which is only separated by a freeway by I-10, decided they were going to annex that part of Desert Hot Springs, and they went in about a half a mile across I-10. And what they've done is that's where all of Desert Hot Springs cannabis stuff was at. And now all of that stuff is called North Palm Springs. And in the meantime, they designated his property as not being in the zone for cannabis to be growing. And so he has 300 acres that he can't do shit with, that he started already developing for like build a farm there, and he got screwed. And so what he had to do is he had to have shit white labeled in the meantime. And so what you're smoking is some white labeled shit that wasn't growing by his
No, the
people or
Toad
his
is just a
farm.
blunt wrap he made, not weed. I didn't have his
Yeah,
weed.
so I'm saying like they have a Tyson brand in California here, and that shit is
I've
all
seen
white
that.
labeled.
Did you see the ear edibles?
Yeah, but I want to get the ears actually. Yeah, the ears are cool because they got a little bite out of them on them, like Holyfield. They're cool, but they're $20 for a bag of them. So the reason I haven't bought them, but I should probably buy them just for the fucking gimmick.
I'm
But
buying.
no,
Instead
I
of
mean
drink,
he's trying.
What
He's
called drink.
really trying. He's trying to build something, but he just got screwed. So they said, oh, he can't be zoned now. So he's trying to sue them for that because that's not proper. He already had like it was at the time it was the Bureau of Cannabis Control Board. Now it's like the DCC now. So that he had all the licensing. It was all ready to go. He was building out already, and all of a sudden the city pulled the jack move.
Well, at least Mike Tyson's got the money, and shout out to Mike Tyson because I grew up idolizing him basically, and
Yeah.
Not a better,
you know what I mean?
there's not a better boxer alive. I mean that guy's
No,
a legend.
yeah, exactly. That's I got nothing but
Peekaboo
love for
style,
Mike
he went in
Tyson.
there and he was an animal.
See,
What
the
is
only
this?
thing I kind of find wrong with that whole thing with Mike Tyson you just explained is like, why would you want to grow weed next to the Marine Corps' like combined arms exercise base? Like, do you know how much shit gets blown up there on a motherfucking daily basis?
Oh no,
Like,
it's not by the Marine. 29 Palms is 45 miles away from there. This is in Desert
yeah,
Hot
but
Springs, like right on the
we're
freeway.
blowing shit up, bro. Combined arms exercise. You know how far that debris and that fucking backblast shit will carry aromatically through the air? It goes pretty fucking far, bro.
Oh, I would be more concerned about the highway, to be honest.
Well, I'm saying like you.
Yeah, but there's farms up and down that highway. There are
Oh
other
yeah,
people that
they're everywhere. That's where
like
usually they put them.
within like a quarter mile of where this property ends. There's farms,
Mm-hmm.
but the thing is that farm there's a whole other fucking bullshit political thing with those guys, and there's like a couple people in like the city council that have ties to the other. It's called Coachillin, and it's a 160-acre farm, and it's basically
Is that
you buy
Coachell's
your
cousin?
you buy your little building, you buy a little building, and you're inside this big Coachillin thing they're building a hotel and all kinds of shit in there. You could look it up. But yeah, there's the cannabis scene in California is really fucked up. I mean, they really, it was not implemented right. It was implemented for big business to come in, swipe it up, make a bunch of fake shit, and sell it to
Hey,
us.
brother, that's the way it was in every state.
Yeah, everyone's
Yeah,
getting
medical in
squeezed and
Cali was
stressed.
the heyday.
All I do, all day now is just basically talk to people about how, you know what I mean?
Oh shit.
How stressed out they are.
I mean,
If I wanted to
if
grow
it
it,
comes down, if you want craft cannabis, grow it yourself, and you know what the inputs are, because
if I wanted to grow commercially, it would cost me over the license and the mandated setup, the security cameras, the chain link fence with the concertina wire on top. I mean, all of it. So it looks like a prison.
That's $1 million before you even squeeze 1 gram out of there.
Right, before I hire anybody, before I buy, get my Fox Farm Ocean Forest soil in there, because I want to do it professionally. So,
yeah. Don't forget that happy tree frog.
Yeah.
fucking cha-ching and your fucking Beastie Bloom and your what's the other one? Oh fuck, they had 3 pieces of shit in that line.
King, Tiger Bloom.
Tiger Bloom, cha-ching.
Yeah, you got Tiger.
Fruit Snicks.
What's that one with the
Beastie
little
Bloom,
fox on the
Beastie
bottle?
Bloom, cha-ching, and there's 3 parts though in their boosters. Like they have, like
Yeah,
they're the only people. They're the only
like,
people that are like, oh, week 1 of Bloom, you need this booster, and week 2 you need this booster, and then you need this other booster at the end. Like nobody does that crazy shit.
Do you need anything?
Well, you use the phrase I'm not familiar with, white label.
Yeah, so
selling for
basically
someone else.
what's going on is it's
Middleman.
basically Coots has a farm and Coots is growing for 25 brands and he doesn't put his label on anything. He just sells his cannabis to the distributor.
So
and then they stick their label on it.
The people that consider the white label, I would just consider him a middleman.
Yeah.
Kirkland stuff is white labeled. They basically get all kinds of craft and whatever else, and they slap their name on it. That's basically white labeling.
So, I actually had I didn't go deep into it, but I got basically proposed through my son's mother. She's all in the corporate cannabis industry, and they have a large facility here where there's numerous companies growing under the same roof, basically. Everyone's got their own little indoor farm in the same building. It's like this mega building. And they were like, hey, would Tommy want to come in here? Could he follow rules and shit? And my ex is like, no, he's not interested. He can't follow rules and he's not interested. And he probably doesn't want spider mites from all their kids. And look, this made me so happy because I kind of pry information out of her about the corporate kind of cannabis. And I'm like, so you guys got that stuff on the shelves from so-and-so? And she's like, yeah, well, they failed for all kinds of heavy metals. And it's just like, yes, I fist bump, like, yes. Like, it made me happy, but I don't like to revel in people's failures, but I kind of did on that one. Bunch of asshole.
I feel like the culture wants it to be like beer and wine, like it was during medical in Cali, but the corporate infrastructure and the people that already have the billions want it to be like big tobacco, where they just go and pay to auction off huge pallets and they pick the best of the best and give you what they want to give you, and you just take the best dollar you're offered from whoever's big. And that's probably what they want. So you never become the distributor. It'll be Marlboro, but you'll just give them your shit and they buy your pallet.
Time coming.
Yeah, it's all coming.
Nah,
I have noticed there's a little bit of.
I'll say black market all day, every day, just to avoid that garbage.
Right. There is a lot of people that are, it seems like, just like even on Instagram and stuff, there's kind of like a small movement where people are starting to kind of realize, you know what I mean? Like, oh my God, they thought it was cute buying their little Mylar bags with their little, tutti fruities and this and that. But now I think people are starting to realize, especially with all the tax, all the regulation, you know what I mean? People are just like, man.
I don't even know how anybody can stay afloat doing it for a living anymore. I mean, when you've got stuff on overflow from Oregon being auctioned for $25 a pound for reasonable stuff, who can keep up with that? I mean,
No, it's really tough. It's really tough. I mean, like I was saying a little bit ago, I can feel the squeeze. I mean, I don't know why, but people feel like they need to call me and complain about everything. It's like, yeah, I know, man. Times are changing. Sorry, like, we're all going broke, not just you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but then I hear absurd prices, and I'm like, how do I?
Yeah, you know what I hear? You know what really gripes me is that so when you're trying to wheel and deal with people and you're trying to negotiate price, they go, well, they have this for $500. It's like, well, then just go get that. Why are you here at my house? You know what I mean? Like why are you here? Why are you trying to get my shit if you can get all this good weed for 500? Where's that guy? Like, you always hear about it, but then they never bring the weed over to see, and it's just like, come on, dude. Like, give me a fucking break. Pay me what it's worth, or fucking don't waste my time. Kind of, that's how
I've
I
just
feel.
been hash, man, hash. I'm literally thinking of building a hash room just to have constant flow.
Hey, Tommy.
Yeah, well, shelf life is. Go ahead, Coop. I'm sorry.
Nothing's changed in 45 years. The same bullshit. Well, I know a guy over in Redondo Beach, man. He's got really good weed, and it's $25 a pound cheaper. Well, you know what I would be doing? I'd get my ass in your car, and I'd be showing up at Redondo Beach and buy all you can afford.
You ain't getting that here. Yep. Yeah, I know. It's funny. It's just like, I mean, there's a lot of less stress because it's not, you're not worried about your door getting kicked in and stuff. But then you're also like, oh, I just grew 5 pounds, or I just grew, even if you just grew a pound, it's like, man, if the herb only has a certain shelf life. Like Smash was saying, concentrates. At least you can, store them properly, and you know what I mean.
Right.
I don't know.
You can store bud properly for quite some long time if it's just left there. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people burping their jars and doing all this crazy excessive shit. It's like, well, you're basically self-defeating stop loss and preservation of your product, because every time you expose it to new air and new microbes, like, you're just antagonizing the degraded rot. And when we're curing it, it's supposed to be like a petrification state. So once you've petrified your product, you shouldn't be exposing it unless it's like coming out to smoke on. You know what I mean? Like, once it gets packaged up, or you jar that shit up, like, you set it and forget it. You know what I mean? And I've left jars set there for years at a time because I forgot they were just even fucking there, bro. And come back and they smell just as good as they did day one. You know what I mean? Fire as hell, smoked like a champ.
Grant, I got a question for you. This is legit. So when I had my tires put on a vehicle at Costco, they put nitrogen in the to fill up the tire. What about injecting nitrogen in the jar before you seal it up? Is there any benefit there?
I saw some guys in Cali that to drop a little ice chip in the bottom of a bucket. They leave the bucket cracked, and the CO2 would push out all the atmosphere and keep all the contaminants from happening. And then the chip
nitrogen would be doing the same thing, but in a more controlled environment. I feel like it'd be far more controlled. But yeah, the tech Mark was saying right there, that's like the shit we were doing up there in Humboldt, bro. Like, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Just that's so much shit coming out of your farm. Dog. You can't just
wear less, and the molecules are smaller, so I guess it can I guess the pressure behind the tire is it's more even.
Yeah. Do they make like a vac sealer that you could hook a tank, a nitrogen tank to, and
it could be done easy.
That just sucks out whatever, it puts back a little bit of that in there to keep it,
I bought spices like saffron, say on the package, packed with nitrogen. So there must be some. So that's why I was asking about cannabis.
Yeah, you just got to buy the fancier ones and ensure like you got the modification with it, because it's a certain little attachment thing that goes on there when you're doing that shit to fucking make that work. Yeah.
Right. Instead of pulling air, it just pulls out of the tank, right? Yep.
Yeah.
Just nipples and valves one way, one in, one out. You can do anything you want, man. But yeah, the CO2 off of the little chip was just easy because anybody could go run to the store, grab a block of dry ice, and do 100 buckets with that.
Well, the Mormons that pack food away for emergency, what they'll do is they take the bucket, you put dry ice in it, then you fill it up with your grain or your beans, whatever, and then you set the lid ajar, and when it quits emitting, fumes, then you seal it up. But that's how they kill all the pestilence in the grain is by
Yeah,
dry.
same thing, Coot. They were deploying the same strategy in cannabis in California for quite some time.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, man, hash, depending on what kind of hash you have, that shit'll store forever, bro. And to be honest with you, if you're storing bubble hash, I'm just gonna say the longer that shit sits untouched and unfucked with, the better that hash fucking tends to be in smoke, in my personal opinion, man. It's like if you've ever smoked like Moroccan blondes or any of that kind of shit, like generally that shit stays anywhere from 10 to 60 years depending on who you're getting it from and how high quality it is. Like it's some fucking dang shit.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate the information.
I never. Never mind. I've been making hash lately, just bubble.
So things I could say here that would probably be helpful to think about in larger talks for people that live on this thing is don't forget, guys, in other industries, everybody works in an industry oversight so that they know what the bottom dollar anybody can survive on is. In this game, that's not been happening, and people have stepped on each other so much that everybody's underwater, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to have bigger talks about it.
To fucking everybody at each other's throat. You know what I mean? The minute the whole licensing and all that shit opened up in California, it was like no more teamwork with nobody, bro. It's all about like every man for himself, dog.
Yeah, like every
everyone
guy
wants to be a millionaire.
Well, that's the world, though. Dog eat dog. Now it's not just cannabis. Try to start any business nowadays. You're not going to have the same welcoming you would have 10 years ago. Competition's competition for anyone. Humans have a habit of competition, and it ruins industries.
Yeah, in industries, they generally form consortiums to solve these problems.
Yeah.
Get everybody together, everybody signs into the process, and it's kind of a binding arbitration so that you guys can all protect each other at the base level, but then still perform against each other at the scale. That way it's okay, yeah, it's only a few pennies, that adds up and we're all okay. It's the better decision,
Right.
Definitely feel bad. I've seen guys getting wiped. Some of the best people I knew in California doing it couldn't keep up with the paper game that got put on them after medical was over, and they're gone, and that's a shame.
Yeah, it is a sad kind of situation, just because there was a couple years there where it was like, you know what I mean? Everyone was getting along and happy, and then with social media, people are communicating, and we're doing podcasts like this and stuff, and now it's just like, oh, I don't, you know what I mean? The whole game being so stressful is just kind of it's a bummer, but
the financial return has been jerked out from under everybody.
Right.
So, there's a scramble. At one time, there was no market cap. You could sell everything you produced to the black market. And that isn't today. I mean, it's just, I don't know. It just seems like it's a race to the bottom.
Right. Or it's even a race to the next state that opens up. You know what I mean? Yeah. Who can pack their bags quicker and get to Oklahoma, or just for example, or whatever. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah, but now we're dealing with Mississippi and Alabama. Think about that for a minute. How would you like to do 2 years in Mississippi, right outside of Jackson, where you got turds floating in the water?
Right.
Jesus Christ, man. Talk about a third world country.
Shit, Hampshire Dave is in Texas doing it like hemp and shit.
Dude, fuck Texas, bro. Nothing to him, but yeah.
I would
never do any trap movements over there like on that scale, bro. Like that state has got their head so far up their fucking ass, man. Yeah, I ain't trying to deal with no headaches like that.
I think Dave's on his way out of Texas as well. As a footnote there.
Yeah, but he'll even be honest about the problems and the issues that he arrives with, and you know what I mean. So that's why I'm like, touche for him for taking on the battle. I commend his ass, mad respect. But me myself, nah, not for me, dude. Plus I'm a Cali kid, bro. So I'm just gonna be fighting every day with them damn rednecks out there, bro.
Aloha.
I had hash and I can't find
Saturday
it.
night you can go roller derby, in Tulsa on a Saturday night. Few beers. I mean,
Really?
you'll be shitting in tall cotton, brother.
Well, there's that whole racket of the Utah State Police. It's probably still going on, but it's basically there's that little stretch in Utah where people come from the West Coast with the interstate trafficking kind of thing, and it's just like boom, they're just it's like a trap. It's like if you can make it through Utah, you probably made it back to the Midwest, but if you don't,
Before it was legal,
away.
the leading cause of getting busted, I swear to God, was tail light issues. It's 3 a.m. You're speeding down the interstate because you want to get to California, right, to sell your harvest. And so you didn't check your car out really before you jumped in it and headed down Interstate 5.
Amateur hour.
Yeah, really amateur hour, exactly. Fuck me. I mean,
that's what I was about to say. They all get caught trapped up because they're dumb. They either were speeding, they did some dumb in traffic, they had a tail light out, or the dumbasses had a board shit and they didn't put their license plate.
Or they're being profiled. Shit.
Yeah,
right.
I get profiled. I'm a big dude. I have a man bun, shaved sides, tattoo. Like,
I'd pull you right over.
I'm definitely pulling you over.
That's what I'm saying. I try to be I got both hands on the wheel, seatbelt on, it doesn't fucking matter. They look at me as a threat.
Oh no, that's when you put a hat on, you wear a cowboy hat, bro. You put on a nice pearl snap up, dog. You dress the part so you don't get profiled. You don't go driving around looking like a fucking Cali boy who just came off the garden. Like that's how you're gonna get fucking hit.
Yeah, see, I don't care. If they want to pull me over and take the little bit of weed I bring with me, so be it. I literally will tell them, it's in my backpack. It's 1 jar. I don't care anymore. Pull me over, give me my ticket, whatever you're going to give it to me for. Yes, it smells like weed. Yes, I know it does. No, I haven't been smoking.
In this state, the personal possession is limited to 24 ounces. What that means is you could have it sitting in the passenger seat in a plastic bag, and as long as it's under 24 ounces, you're legit. It's crazy. There was a case here where the guy got pulled over for speeding and all kinds of stupid shit, and he had 42 ounces. So he only got charged for 18 because the first 24 were legit. I mean, that was upheld in a similar case by the Oregon Supreme Court.
I should just argued he was dyslexic. He thought it was 24 and it was 42. He was dyslexic.
Yeah. My scale must be broke.
There you
go. That's something I will never bring with me.
A scale?
Yes.
Good idea. Because automatically you can get charged with distribution in many, not all, but many jurisdictions. Just having that scale qualifies you for going from possession to distribution. And sit tight. Hope you have a good lawyer.
But who drives around with all their pounds in one giant bag? Like, you have them individually pounded out, you know what I'm saying, already before leaving. You got country pounds set. So no matter what if you get trapped, you're definitely going to get that distribution with intent to distribute. The scale is just what's going to concrete your dumb ass in court and make you truly fucked.
Dude, I lost like a half a gram of hash.
Ounces Ojos triple beam in your trunk. That's what I'm saying. That's where you could get tripped up for having a small amount of dope. but because you got this triple beam or a digital scale, if you're out in Alabama at 2 a.m, I mean, God knows what could happen to you.
Scale. Fuck that.
Yo, Georgia goes pretty hard on laws too, man. Like they'll hit you hard too out there in the Georgia area, depending on the county too. Especially Atlanta, it's decriminalized, but if you get caught up in any of the 3 C's counties, like Cook County, Cherokee County, and Cobb County, oh God rest your soul, bro. Like trust me, I'm speaking from experience. Like I picked a felony up out there. You don't want that one.
My boy got pulled over in Chicago with a couple of pounds in the trunk. Did 8 years.
So there's this
We're not
image that
a lot. We're talking weight. We're not talking couple.
I'm talking the same thing, bro. Yeah.
There's this reputation that Oregon's liberal, and to an extent that's true about 3 counties. But man, you get busted over in Eastern Oregon, where it's ranches and 3,000-acre farm or ranch, that kind of thing. You could be facing some really expensive legal jostling to get out of the deal. Whereas over in Portland area,
my hash.
the last thing they need is another prisoner, like some dumbass white boy, guy riding around with a couple of pounds in his trunk, that kind of thing.
When I go to an event, I don't bring much. I probably bring 1 jar. I see, like, the one thing that always I get scared of is when I have different strains. Because, like, they're not going to understand that. When I'm like, that's a different strain in that jar.
Yeah, never hold court on the side of the road with the cops. Just shut your mouth and let them do their job and you do yours.
Yeah,
this is these turkeys coming in.
Don't ever try to talk your way out of it because it never works.
Oh no, that's usually
Smash. With these terpenes, you could just have one kind of weed and different sprays. Okay, I want to smoke apple fritter, so you spray the apple fritter mix on there, and then maybe the next morning you want to smoke a Skittles or something, so you spray the Skittles thing. This could be a real industry to have these things in little bottles coming as a kit. Dank your way to freedom or dank your way to happiness. How's that?
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah. And so all you got to do is get some shit ass weed. Doesn't matter, some brick stuff. And you got the terpenes there. You can make it taste like anything you want. And if it's not strong enough in terms of THC, just do shooters of tequila in between.
No. You add distillate to it. Add the distillate to the shit weed.
Yeah, there you go.
So you make the shit weed 40-50% THC.
I love it. Why bother? You know what I mean? Really, why bother?
Get down
with the smoking that hash like a pro.
I think part of it was, using all parts of the buffalo, right? And so if they could use like gram and a shake and all the bullshit to make a distillate, and then you could spray that distillate or
in the pork industry, everything from eyeballs to assholes they use in the production of sausage and related.
But that's what it is, though. And then they saw it. They saw it's a moneymaker, right? You could take this shit weed, you can blast it, you can make a distillate out of it, you can add the terpenes.
This is too rich.
Convenient stuff too. It all comes down to convenience, also.
Right. It brings a tear to my eye. I mean, seriously. Shit. I thought that we were supposed to be growing it as well as we could. Now we don't have to. Roll it on in. Give me those artificial flavors, man. Goddamn.
Or just make rosin or BHO or edibles.
Oh, and it's not cheap. You're gonna like this, Coot. So they got the Jeters, right?
Yeah, that's what I really liked. Was that
so the 2 gram blunt, which is infused with terpenes, distillate, and it's rolled in keef on the outside. That sells for $40 retail, 2 grams. Or you can get 5 baby versions of that, which equals 5 babies equal 2.5 grams for $40. Yeah. Or you can get a single 1 gram joint of that for $25. So it's not cheap. It's So they're making a lot of money off of some. They're taking the cheapest possible fucking thing and making the most amount of money off of it.
Here, actually, I'll show you guys something funny.
This is pure genius. This is like, I'm serious. I'm dead serious. All this bullshit about creating a good soil and getting the right, fuck it. Just, it's like, think coffee. You have people that roast their own beans, and take a serious interest in how it's made, or you can just go over to Denny's with the big slam breakfast and get a cup of coffee probably for free. This has success written all over it. Whatever ounce or whatever, and as they remove buds, they decide what they want to smoke tonight, so they hit it with that one. We're gonna do apple fritters tonight. Tomorrow night we'll do, some kind of kush or something.
Come on, let's smoke some
Genius.
steak and mashed potatoes.
Genius, man.
You'd like some steak and mashed potatoes.
Good.
Abra.